Let's talk about Asian and Far Eastern literature. With 48 countries in total, according to the data of United Nations, Asia is known to be the largest continent in the world. It is the cradle of the human race, world religions, and civilization. It is composed of a widespread variety of ethnic groups, diverse cultures, and varied governmental system, making it rich in written literature. The Asian literature refers to the big body of literary texts produced from Asia, by Asians, for Asians, and for everyone else in the world. It has no single quality because it is made diversely and vast, reflecting the life, beliefs, culture, and traditions of the people where it came from. When one is looking at Asia's literature, some look at it into portion rather than the whole. Asian literature could be viewed and divided based in territories: West Asian literature, Central Asian literature, South Asian literature, and East Asian literature. West Asian literature includes the Arabic literature. The Arabic language has a rich history of literary criticism and theory, starting from the 8th century CE up to the 21st century. This literary criticism and theory engages with a poetic tradition that dates back to the pre-Islamic times. And the specific context of studies devoted to the Arabic literary tradition, the study of the Quran set the stage for the emergence of similar philological approaches to the variety of literary categories created within the increasingly widespread Arabic-speaking Islamic communities. In Central Asia, we have the ancient literature, which is also quite popular when it comes to Asian literature. Their widely known literary pieces centers on their beliefs and religions. Some of their literary pieces also took different forms and genre, such as erotic, devotional lyrics, prose poetry, and narrative folktales. Their early literature were also written mostly in Sanskrit, the language which they believed was used by gods. Their two most important and popular literary pieces are the epics Ramayana and Mahabharata, which are both the reflection of the ancient Indian background and Hinduism. In Southeast Asian literature, we have the Thai literature, which was traditionally heavily influenced by Indian culture. Their ancient literary pieces were composed in poetry, history, and chronicles facts. The capital of Thailand was recognized for the quality of its programs to promote books and reading. From famous Thai novelists to upcoming writings, Thailand has a wide variety of literature that is worth reading. One of Thailand's famous literary pieces is the Ramakien, which is composed parallel to the Indian's Ramayana. Let's move on to the far eastern side of Asian literature. When we talk about Asia, China will always be on the top of the countries that would enter into our mind. China's literature is one of the major literary heritages of the world. Their literary pieces include lyric poetry, historical, didactic writing, and various forms of fictions that focuses on actual events in the society. Monkey King, also known as Journey to the West, is one of the most popular literary pieces from China. This is well known in East Asia. Another prominent literature in East Asia will be found in Japan. Japanese literature is also widely known for its poetry and drama, which is heavily influenced by Chinese literature. Two most popular poetry styles in Japan are the tanka and haiku. As we probably know, haiku is a Japanese poetry that is only composed of 3 lines having 5 syllables respectively. Another popular form of Japanese poetry is tanka, which is a letter longer than haiku as it has 5 lines with first and third line having 5 syllables and the rest having 7.